There's a lot of people here in Hope Island Resort, Sanctuary Cove, that have 60 and 70 square homes, but their kids have moved on. They've got grandchildren now. They live for the days when they come to visit, but it's not as often as they'd like it to be. And they're living in 3 and 4 rooms of a 10-room house. Now, for them to downsize to a 2 or 3 bedroom apartment, it's just too small. They got a lifetime of mementos, but more particularly, they want to keep facilities available so when the kids come over, they got a place to stay. So what we've done is we've taken selected certain units, and we're amalgamating them together into what we've called supersized units. But these are properties that are 300 square meters. They're 3 and 4, in some cases even 5 bedrooms, media room, formal, informal living, 3 and 4 car spaces, a buggy space, which you got to have if you're going to live at Hope Island Resort. And we're on the marina, so they have a marina berth optionally if they want one.
It's great because having had a house, you have responsibilities outside of the house as well. And I did a lot of travelling, so I needed something that was going to be, I could lock up, leave it. And because we are aligned to the security, then if I have a problem and I'm overseas, I can ring security, they can access the premises and they can actually sort a lot of the problems out that might occur. So it appealed in that respect. And to go to Stillwater was because it was still on this marina. And I still, in fact, I'm a little bit closer to the shops than I was where I was before, so it makes it easier. So Stillwater, I think, certainly has come together because of that convenience.
And we felt we'd like more freedom to travel and less work. And also we were starting to think about more security. We looked at Stillwater here was just beginning. We were attracted to an over 50s that was also in its early stages. The place we selected had about 3 months to completion, so we rented a place in Hope Island Resort. During that period in Hope Island Resort, we rather got to like the place, but we were a long way down the track in moving to the over 50s. As time went on, we started having a rethink about whether we'd made the right move or not. One of the reasons that we liked the resort here was the full-time active security that we enjoy here with manned patrols and also very good electronic security. The over 50s did not provide that at all. We also realised during that time that the money we had invested in that place, while we considered it an asset, nobody in the financial world did. In other words, they're not an asset that you can use for equity to borrow money. So say, for example, we wish to buy a investment property and use the equity from that property, no lender will lend money. It's because it's a leasehold, yes, and where you don't have a title, you don't get a loan. No lender will loan against a leasehold property. We looked at Stillwater and really liked the place, and we had decided that if we could sell, this is where we wanted to be. Eventually we got the sale, and we got this unit that we really like. We're very impressed with the security that you get in a place such as Stillwater. The location is indisputable. It's, as you can see from the background, it's a beautiful setting. The convenience of this place is exceptional. Walk out through that pedestrian security gate to my right and you're in a fabulous complex that has everything that we want. I had retired through medical grounds. In that complex we have every medical facility you can imagine, including our doctors and pathology and so on. There's Super Coles is almost finished there, which is going to be quite impressive, and any number of restaurants and coffee shops and practically every retail thing you could want in there. That really impressed us as what we wanted. We didn't want to be driving. Every time we wanted something, we didn't want to have to drive everywhere to get it. Well, it's at our fingertips here. My advice to people who are considering retiring and considering the dedicated over 50s environment would be to have a good look around before they commit themselves. In other words, to look around before they leap. Compare places such as Stillwater to what they're going to get there and what they're going to get here, and finally decide what satisfies their lifestyle best. Having been to both, and if I had my time again and both were on offer, there is no doubt that we would have come to Stillwater. When you're in a situation, I think most of the over 50s are similar. There are no rentals allowed in the place anyway, which of course can be put as a positive. But if you are going away yourself, it means that you can't rent your property while you're away. Also, while you're away for an extended period, your children cannot make use of that property and the facilities of the over 50s. And I'm certain that applies in all of them. We find that we like our privacy. It's certainly a lot more of that offered in a complex such as this.
We really moved in here in '94. We were one of the first to buy a block of land. The yard was too large, we couldn't manage our garden. It was a big effort to keep everything going, and he got very upset that things weren't being looked after as they should be, and he said, let's say we buy a unit. And that's when we said, well, we don't want to leave our friends, because we had so many friends here, being here for so long, that I wanted to stay within Hope Island Resort. Even though we came from a large house, I brought all my precious furniture with me. I didn't have to buy any new furniture, and I haven't left anything behind. I've got everything in this 3-bedroom unit that I want. And it was just lovely. I've had a lot of people say, but oh, it's too expensive. And I can't agree with that, because you've got so many facilities here. Barbecue area, beautiful swimming pool. Do people sit down and work out how much it's costing them in their house? If you add up all the pluses and the minuses, there's no difference. None at all. We're within Hope Island Resort. We have the same security. It just hasn't altered a thing, only that we haven't got all the work to do.
We get asked often, you know, why is Hope Island Resort and in turn Stillwater so special? If you took this development as it is and put it into Broadbeach or some of these other areas, it would just be another development where one doesn't relate to the other, and you're just strangers next door to strangers. But this is part of an integrated resort where everything is here. Aside from the beautiful views and the lifestyle, in Stillwater you can walk to the doctor, to the dentist, to do your shopping, to the restaurants, to the pubs. Everything you need to do is within walking distance. You're in a short buggy ride from 3 championship golf courses and tennis. Part of the lifestyle here is most people, when they come home from wherever they've been, they throw the car keys away and they use the golf buggy until they have to go back to the mainland again. You know, it's just a very unique place to live.
In fact, most of the buyers of the super units probably already live on Hope Island. It's that kind of place. Hope Islanders have turned upsizing and downsizing into an art form. Anything but cross a bridge to the mainland.